What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in for another episode of your favorite Sunday show. I'm Repeat. You already know.
Yo, I'm Mike Sanchez, bro. We in the building.
They know me. They know you. They may not know my guests yet, but we gonna introduce them.
They gonna know.
But if they don't know already, don't say this. Say that.
Yo, poppin'. Yo, bro, I'm super excited about this one. If y'all don't know who he is, y'all better get on.
If you don't know,
you know what I mean? Before it's too late. This is somebody I'm personally know, saw develop, and continuing to develop. We got Boston's own Stone Capone in the building.
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro?
What's up, y'all? I'm chilling, man. Feeling like it's good vibe in here.
Yo, word.
You already know we coming.
Yo, we trying, man. We trying. Yo, man, how you doing, bro? How's everything?
Good. Just coming up here, man. The fucking things, the traffic and all that shit. You know, you got
Shit,
the heart
tough.
of it.
Yeah.
But
it's like, damn, I got somewhere to be. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like in traffic. I'm like, damn, there's 10 minutes left. And then you call me. You're like, yo, I'm actually pulling up now. I'm like, oh, word, even better. I can find parking.
Shit.
Yo, you know, it's crazy. Like, I know, like, off camera, we was talking about basketball and shit, but I kind of get the mentality. You know, like, where I brought you in, like, the back and shit. So it's kind of like, you know, when the NBA players are walking into the arena.
It's like Russell Westbrook's in a freaking weird-ass white beater or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, there's Mike Sanchez walking in today's episode to say that.
Nah, but on Doug, bro, I gotta be doing that because sometimes there'd be so much bullshit just walking down.
Yo, I'm gonna get
bro.
like a noise every time you open that door. That theme song starts.
Yeah, I
We
hate
just
you.
start filming.
Motion censored.
Yo, I hate you, bro.
That's good shit.
Yo, but yeah, man, Stone Capone, you know, I have the pleasure of knowing who you are, but you know, for our audience that may not be familiar with you, tell them a little bit about who you are, man, what you do.
I am an artist. And I enjoy I like just art in general, you feel me? I'm more into like just everybody's shit. I like to know what the engineer has to do.
love that.
I like to know what the producer has to do. Even if I don't know how to do it well, I like to just enjoy and get into just creating and art. And
That's
just
dope.
vibes, man. Because this is all it is. We all doing vibes. That's it.
That's really is. Art, it boils down to at the end of the day. It's just like your vibe. Even if it's kind of darker, maybe even a little lighter. It's just that's what it is. And that's actually like, you're kind of the first person to generally be like, nah, dude, I just do it for the art.
Yeah,
for the creativity of it.
Nah, that's exactly what it is, man.
And you find that the best outlet for you to express that creativity is via music.
Rap. Yeah. Rap is the easiest. It came not the easiest, but it was the one that I enjoyed the most. One that I enjoyed fucking up at the most.
Okay.
You get me?
That's important.
Yeah, exactly.
That's important because you gotta fuck up. So.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's just literally you become good at some shit by like, you know, trying it over and over and over again. But like you gotta enjoy fucking up. You feel me? Then be like, oh, I could do this better. I could do this. You gotta be excited to want to do something better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you feel like you just have it all down pat, it gets boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when
That
you
is true.
like even with this stuff, when like we was doing it first, I'm like, yeah, it's good, but it's like that's definitely gonna be better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's good shit like that. And I like how you said like you got to enjoy fucking up because most people fuck up at one thing and immediately just hate it. Like despise to be like, I ain't no doing no more.
Yo, and shout out to A. He wasn't able to make it today. But he always has this saying like he manages artists as well, and he goes like. When he like kind of is getting to know the artist to see if like he's gonna work with them or not, he's like, "You cool with being broke for another 10 years and doing rap?
It'd
like,
be
are you
something,
cool with that?
Yeah.
Because it might very well be that long or maybe even longer.
You never know.
It definitely got to be something that you know you're invested in.
About.
Yeah.
Even like shout out Joyner. I mean, you know, what I mean? It took him a long time to get recognition.
Yeah.
But you know he did like
he
big
did
time
it.
recognition.
He did it
like,
super.
he did,
Yo,
so
and and what I like, he took a very unique approach. Like for example, like. Even if you didn't necessarily like his music, you was gonna watch that video.
Yeah.
Because of how it was made. You know what I mean?
What the title was and shit like that.
Yeah, or just like for example, like Keep It 100, like with the whole dollar bill following the dollar bill.
That shit
that
he
was
tells a story, bro. That's how you gotta tell it. You gotta tell a story.
Yo, shout out Scotty, man. Scotty Coleman, that dude, he made the beat. That's my guy, bro. Yeah,
okay.
Yo, yeah, that's my guy. He also made Black Boy Fly for Kendrick, bro. That's my guy, bro. Shout out Scotty
Bro just
Coleman,
went from Joyner Lucas to Kendrick.
Right?
He's like, yo,
Crazy
he used to be
placement.
Kendrick.
Nah, that's my guy, bro. Nah, but for real, like, you know, it's good to find that, you know, that outlet to be able to let out that energy.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, I feel like, you know, creating, you kind of self-discover a little bit, right?
A lot. That's literally all it is. It's just like you kind of figure out a little bit more about yourself, what you really enjoy, what you don't, what you're just doing just for the hype, or what you know what I mean? Like when you literally find something that you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this shit forever. I'm not going nowhere. I enjoy doing this shit. Like you literally see who's really your friends, who's not. You see a lot, like literally in that time of just you becoming a creative.
And it kind of pushes you to like wanna better yourself too. Like find different topics and shit. Like,
and then you actually find more too. Like I used to just think I just wanted to rap. Just used to think I just want to write music. That's it.
Yeah.
Like Lil Wayne was my favorite, so I hear little interviews of him.
Oh,
that's his favorite.
Yeah, you feel me?
Good. All right, we on the same page.
The only thing that fucks me up about him is that when I was a kid, you know, I was real into him, and then he would just be like, you know, I'm just a creative. I don't do business shit. I don't pay attention to shit.
Because I've never seen him do like business shit up until he dropped that clothing line.
Yeah, you feel me? So that shit kind of pissed me off because like, damn, like now you gotta kind of let that shit guide you to grow as an artist. You know what I mean? I didn't like after I started writing, for some reason it made me want to learn about the engineering part. And then after that, it kind of made me want to go like, okay, so the producer's probably doing some crazy shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then video editing and shit like that is his own thing. Like just graphics in general is like a whole other ball game. So it's like, as an artist, I feel like you should be able to. It's your music, you know what I mean? So you're giving off a vibe. So if you're giving off a vibe, don't you want to have control of like everything from like the visual to the, you know what I mean?
And that's huge.
Yeah, that's all it is. And even if you can't learn everything, find somebody that you definitely fuck with. But sometimes you don't really need all those people in the way. You can do more than you think.
It could be like maybe a 1 or 2 people group that you have that they already kind of built that camaraderie with you.
Exactly.
They know how you work. They know what you like. They already got presets for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Because if you go to like somebody new, they may not necessarily know what your vibe is, your style is. So they just kind of going what they think sounds good.
Think they're going to make you sound hot. And it's like, nah, it's not going to work for everybody the same way.
Yeah,
so that's
bro.
why you got to make sure you know who you're working with and what the strengths and weaknesses is. That's it.
Hell yeah. But, you know, shout out to the people that specialize only. Like Wayne, I feel like he's a fucking monster, bro.
Like, he doesn't need to care about anything else, you feel me? But, like, he was also comfortable.
Like, he don't need to slap his name on shit. He just drops music. It's Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? And that's like Travis does, because Travis puts his name on everything. Yeah. And I like that because obviously get your bag.
Branded, marketing.
But it's just like for like an artist, it kind of gets to a point where it kind of gets corny because, all right, you know, I like seeing you with PlayStation. I like seeing you with McDonald's, but it's like, bro, I got to see you on like some other shit because he's doing like something other than like he does new shit every time. Like the what is it? The seltzer.
He's a creative.
The seltzer's bad. He dropped like a hard seltzer. It's called Cacti. It's bad.
Oh, I've heard. Yeah.
It's not good.
My boy Dope, man, he actually really fuck with it.
Yeah, that's what I like. I don't like it.
Hey, man, to each his own, man. To each his own. Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like I've asked other people, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't like it. I just feel like that's another thing he's slapping his name on." It's like
I feel like it shows how you know the acceptance of the genre has grown.
Yeah.
It's no longer.
We talked about that a few weeks ago. We were like, rappers are getting sneaker deals now.
Yeah, like
you know,
crazy
that's crazy.
Too, like,
yeah, that's something I like because that's incorporating like both like cultures.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fashion.
I think you can't have one without the other.
Exactly, it goes simultaneously. Yeah. So it's like if you gotta identify yourself as a rapper with a shoe, 100%. Yeah. Like why not? Exactly. Yeah. At the end of the day, too, why not?
Shit, I want to be the first podcaster with a shoe.
That's what I'm saying. You kidding me?
The thing is though, like it seems out of reach and everything now because there hasn't been that person that makes you feel like it's possible.
And all it's gotta be is that one person.
That's all it is.
One person. Yeah, I'm not sure who the first like rapper was.
I think it was Run DMC.
The Adidas.
Yeah, the first one that got that crazy shit.
It's crazy. That was a crazy story too, man. How like so basically they were just performing the song and obviously Adidas or Adidas, how they say it in Germany. Adidas, you know,
Adidas.
They weren't really familiar with that culture in the 80s. You know what I mean? It's not what it is now where it's global.
Right.
You got people in Japan doing trap, people in
Italy, bro.
India? Yo, I've seen a documentary, I think it was on Vox or one of those people. Yeah. And they were like literally showing these dudes just like where hip hop was in like the 70s, like dudes like beatboxing and dudes rapping and shit.
Which is dope. I love seeing that shit, bro. I love seeing that. But basically somebody showed Adidas like corporate team like the concert, like, yo, look at what these dudes is doing. They promoting the shit out y'all. So like, that's how it kind of came into fruition. But it was
that's
dope,
that they even gave a fuck though, because like I think Jay-Z was like I forget what bottle it was that he was like promoting heavy when he was first coming out, like in the 90s.
Cristal? Is it Cristal?
They didn't even want to give him no fucking deal or nothing. It's like, yo,
I'm making my own shit. I know
they regret it. Yeah,
I'm making my own shit.
Now, you feel me?
Yeah.
But exactly. At least Adidas actually gave a fuck to do that. You know what I mean? That was super early too. It's like Jay-Z stuff came after that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like that's nuts.
Probably like 20 years later or some shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like at that point, it's not like it hadn't been done before.
Exactly.
You know
it's not like it's weird. Yeah.
Even if it's with sneakers, like bottles the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Every rapper likes to drink and shit like that, or even everybody likes to drink. So if they see a rapper next to it that they like, it's gonna be even better. So yeah, it's just weird how like a clothing company was like so ready to, but like a bottle like champagne service or like alcohol service
you got to see
was
it,
like
I think
the pullback.
I think it's just genius, bro. Like if you think about it, they looking at dollar signs,
right?
That's a probably untapped market, or even a market that already fucks with us. Because look at how much they're celebrating these dudes.
Yeah,
let's go back them. That's even more dollar signs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They gotta back them. So it's like they give up on Jay-Z like that. That's crazy.
No, that's fucking.
It is.
And now what's Duce worth? Like friggin' like it's like almost $100 million company or some
that's
shit
all he
like
does.
that.
He just puts his name on something. That's just hitting 100,
That's
200
it.
million,
Yeah.
man.
Because he's not for like the flashy shit like Travis is. He's for like the more like classy shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like high life.
Exactly.
Shit. Like,
Yeah.
Pour
elegance,
drink.
that elegance.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yo,
That
so how long
gentleman
you been
lifestyle.
rapping for, bro?
I started at like 14.
14?
14 was when I started like recording and stuff like that.
Got
like,
it.
like 8th grade, people dib and dabble, fucking
Writing
poetry
lyrics
come around.
in the notebook,
Yeah. When as soon as people learn about poetry, you feel me? You just start finally like seeing an outlet. You know what I mean?
So what Wayne verse? Because you said Wayne.
Yeah.
What Wayne verse or Wayne song was like? Yo, I gotta at least give this a try.
See, that's the thing. Like, so for writing music, like I got into hip hop. I was into all the other elements of hip hop first as a kid. You know what I mean? When I was like 10, that's when
I remember you used to dance and shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Feel me? Like when I first started, it was like I was really into breakdancing and stuff like that. And that was since I got like birth. You feel me? I would be like 5, 6 years old trying to spin on my head and shit.
Doing
like,
crazy
fucking
shit,
up.
bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? Then like once I got a little bit older, I was into art. You know what I mean? I was really into like drawing and shit like that. Like I'll draw here and there now, but like not as much because I'm mad into the music shit a little bit more now. But I would draw and shit like that, and I was into the graffiti a lot. The graffiti shit, I was like, fuck
That's the
with.
best.
You feel me?
I love that shit.
I love that.
Jason got some stories.
Yeah, exactly. Jason, oh my god.
Yo, shout out
wish
Jason,
bro.
shout out Cools,
Jason,
bro.
man.
I just
Damn.
wish that was more accepted. That shit's so cool.
Yo,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Yo, it's crazy, and it's kind of like a thrill almost when you're doing it. Like I got to go, do some
And
shit
then
before.
because they don't touch it either.
Just for
So
the fun
every
of
time
it,
you
but
pass it,
I
you
wasn't
look
any
like,
good.
that's my shit.
But yeah, that shit's fun, bro.
Yeah.
OD risky as fuck too.
Yo, yeah.
graffiti.
But that's what sucks. It's like it's super risky until they fucking want a mural.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
some fucking train station or something to fucking make.
Yeah,
You know,
some
an
art
attractive spot,
some
yeah.
art student from Berkeley made it. Oh, so it's
Exactly.
cool. But
It's
if a
fun.
random dude just whipped it up off the street, it's bad.
That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? So that's
I'm like, that's crazy.
Hell
That's
yeah,
why it's
man.
like I went a couple times over 2 summers ago because that's when my friend kind of was into it a little bit. We're going in these cracks and crevices. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I walked by like 5 murals today that they were
For
like, oh yeah,
real.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
And it's
to
like
do.
we ain't tagging like bad places. Like we tagging like backs of like walls and shit
city
like that.
Buildings, shit that ain't
Yeah,
even
I'm not. I
fucking
ain't going
important
up to
no
the
more, you know
state
what I mean?
house and writing shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
I mean? That's the thing where I would understand if that was like more like, yo, any government building getting tagged
100%.
up, cool, get it. Y'all can
Any
bitch about
monument,
that.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
On dollars, but if y'all not giving a fuck to even fix this building up and people want to make something dope on it, let
Yeah,
them do
fuck
it.
them.
Hell
Let
yeah.
them do it.
Hell yeah. It's just a way of rebelling, man. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what like hip hop's all about. Just catching
It's
wreck.
literally.
Yeah, just
Hip
catching
hop
wreck.
has been that way, I think, just since its beginning. Because I feel like it was always looked at as like some like lesser thing that like maybe the lesser like people of the world are doing. And what like I remember specifically, and I know this is the 90s, but the movie Straight Outta Compton, when there's that scene there, like our art reflects our reality. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, they rapping about guns, killing and shit,
That's-
but what the hell do you think they're looking at every day?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at flowers every day, 100%
talk
you gonna draw flowers, or you gonna
It's
paint
so
flowers.
real.
If you're looking at people getting shot and gangbanging every day, you're gonna rap about that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like they were making it up either. So I was just like,
Yeah.
wow, they really just hated people. Like,
Yeah, it's-
even, no, I shouldn't even say like people just rap like that.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
It's
I feel
real.
like it's only that that gets that type of stigma, that type of like judgment. Because like there can be like many things that it wasn't made for you, and people are like, yeah, that it's just not made for you. But with hip hop, it's like, this is
Yeah, exactly.
This is your exact like
is
rock
bad.
and roll. I can't think of how many movies I'm like, oh yeah, they were doing coke and heroin and
Yeah,
backstage,
yeah.
and then I'm like, you're saying that like that was like the normal thing, and that's fine. But if they want to rap about like guns and gangbang, and that's where it's like
Smoking
that's
weed
the
and
line.
shit and doing- yeah, like-
Literally smoking weed, the lesser drug.
You know
the
what I mean?
lesser drug, and they're like,
that's
come
the thing.
on.
It's like Yeah, man, exactly what the fuck we say.
Exactly what it's saying. Exactly what it is.
These people like to, man, look, the way that shit is made, man, and especially the way that they like to make certain things seem harder than the other and stuff like that. When it's like, that's why I don't really like to listen to people. I don't really like to
do your own research. Exactly.
I like to literally see it for myself. Even if it's like, yo, that's the devil over there. All right, let me
see it. Let me see what's up. Exactly. What's up, devil?
Yeah, let me see what it is. Because I'm not about to, man, everybody places things in certain categories.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's through their own experience. And it's cool. Like, if you literally, like you said, if you grow up in a spot, you don't really hear a lot of violence. You know what I mean? When you see a cop come by, it's a, hey, how you doing, bitch?
Exactly.
Hey, how you doing, right? You know what I mean? Then that's chilling. You know what I mean? That's cool that you feel that way. But the reason why certain people feel that way about the police, the reason why certain people feel a certain way is because when they come around, they ain't getting the high. You know what I mean? They ain't getting the smiley face.
The interaction is different.
Exactly.
The interaction is very,
very
very
The
different.
grill is different. The way that they treat you, and even if they a little 12-year-old, man, shit's crazy. They don't care.
Shit is crazy.
They don't care.
It's really crazy out there. So it's like,
they don't care about.
They go, they don't want to hear it. It's like, well, too bad you're gonna hear it. Like, okay, they don't want to hear about country roads and freaking barbecues all day either. So it's like at a certain point, you just got to accept that these are people's realities.
Yeah,
I'm all about rapping about whatever it is that's authentic to you, right?
That you actually go through.
That is authentic to you, exactly. But I hate people that take that route just because it's popping.
And that's the thing, like, they don't know how dangerous that shit is. You know what I mean?
So dangerous.
Because, like, literally, like I said, when I grew up on Lil Wayne, my father was like, he was locked up and he got deported and all that type of shit. So I didn't really grow up with a father figure. I had older cousins. They were like older brothers to me, you know what I mean? But Lil Wayne is like, you kind of hear him talk about like what he's going through, what he's living through and all that shit. And you kind of see it for yourself. You're like, oh, so this dude is like me, you know what I mean?
Right.
And the dude talks about like, shooting somebody or something like that and not kind of giving you the repercussions, you feel me? Then it's like, you don't know what you just motivated somebody else to do. You know what I mean? That's following you like you're their guide. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you're not really doing certain things, I just feel like you can't. Don't touch on it because you don't know who you're influencing to do something wild.
Yo, the power of words, bro.
It's crazy, and the thing is because as grown people, you know that some people are full of shit.
Huh.
You know that some people are. You know what I mean? But for a kid,
real shit.
Literally, certain people are like even just adults are just right to them. You know what I mean? That's why, like, little kids get kidnapped and all this shit. You feel me? Can't take a full adult. People know that people are full of shit. But for a kid, it's like, it's an adult. I gotta listen to this person or something.
The youth is so malleable,
yeah,
bro. You know
exactly. I mean? Like, there's a smartness, but then there's also, at some point, it's not even an ignorance thing. It's just, like, what makes sense to them. Yeah. This person's older. They gotta know better.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They know more than me already because I'm 12 and they're 20.
Exactly.
And the thing is, once you hit, like, 12, 13, even 14, like, you feel like you know it all. Ain't nobody telling you shit.
Exactly. You can't be touched at that age on this serious. And I see it too, because I
still can't be touched.
Hey, I didn't quote that. He said that, not me.
You gotta like, hey,
he said that, not me. But yeah, I see it because I work, in a tourist trap, so I see these kids coming around. I'm like, damn, I was just like, it's just all like a fun land to y'all. I'm like, yeah, that was me as a kid. But I'm like, I wish someone like checked me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Be like, listen, nah, it's not really that fun. You gonna get hurt if you do this or that. Yeah. So, and I just feel like you said, like, what rappers are saying. A lot of people like to say nowadays, with the heavy, like rapping about like lean, perk, shit like that. That is an influence on some kids, and I've seen it personally too, which is very true. But it's just like it's also kind of like a trendy thing. Yeah. Like I feel like the real lean sippers, like Lil Wayne. Yeah. That's a real, the real lean sippers were rapping about that. Then it morphed into this is gonna be the trend of that everyone raps about. Even if they don't do it or not. And then it was like, well, that's dangerous because now you're going to have 16-year-olds hooked on lean and perks because they're kind of listening to
when Future, you know what I mean? When
100%.
Ain't even doing
he even said Future was like the motivation for that.
And that's the thing where it gets crazy, you know what I mean? That's why I'll talk about weed smoking all day, you know what I mean? I'll talk about sipping to feel a little nice. Yeah. But like,
not
you know what I mean? I ain't
every
gonna say,
song, like, I'm depressed,
you know what I mean? Like,
you gotta be on your shit, too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, like, it's funny, me and my homies was talking about this, like, I want to say maybe last week, with the whole lean rapping and stuff like that. I'm so happy, bro, to see the turnaround Boot Gang has. He goes by John Cabana right now.
John Cabana.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is the thing, right? We saw the Adam 22, shout out Adam 22, No Jumper podcast. But you saw that interview, bro.
That was bad.
But this is the thing, right? We're happy that we got to witness that on camera, right? Not because we want to see a man in that type of condition, but because maybe it can create that wave of like people reaching out to try to help him. You know what I mean? Whereas like people like Mac Miller, people like Juice World, nobody
got that.
You know what I mean?
The drugs and shit like that.
They did that shit at the leisure of their privacy. So,
and I feel like that's also, yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe a lot of them also, I feel like, wasn't surrounded around real people.
Right.
Because like, you know what I mean? Like Mac Miller wasn't like a fucking like hiding it. You know what I mean? That nobody knew this nigga.
No, you knew this dude was depressed.
He was literally saying it in interviews and everything. Like, yo, it's shit that he would say it as like a joke. But you know, as like a real friend, I just feel like you got to double check that. Just like, yo, is it a joke? All right, cool. Yo, just if anything, let me know. You know what I mean? But
because like you're making about 5 songs about it, and it's like maybe it's not a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I can't really. Not that I don't like the guy. I love the guy, but
I get it.
Like his last album, the Post Malone one, when he dropped after he's dead, I'm like just hearing it from him at that time.
It was
bro.
tough.
I'm just listening to a dead dude that kind of knew how he was probably going to go.
It was tough,
you
bro.
know,
it was very.
It
tough.
really. That's why it's so good because it's so tough.
Yeah. Nah, it's real.
It's authentic.
It's super real.
Yeah.
And that's why I definitely fuck with like Pocket them niggas because it's the same thing. It's all authenticity. It's
Exactly.
like, yo, like.
That's why I try to tell people. I'm like, we're not here for the clout. I never would do something for a clout. I know like a lot of people that is a trend nowadays, but like I'm avoiding all that.
Yeah,
it's like let's come in for the convo. What do you got to say? I don't get like you know what I'm saying.
Nah, it's true.
Like because like we approach certain people and we're like we want to work with you. It's like no, we don't want to suck clout off you. Like you're doing what you do. We do it because we want to talk to you. We're like oh shit, it's this dude, or this woman.
There's a story that may have not been told about you. You know what I mean? So,
right. Exactly. Like what?
That's real.
Yeah. You don't gotta get deep at all. Like trust me, your privacy is your privacy.
That's true.
What do you got to say?
Do you have anything?
Exactly.
I mean, we're giving you the opening to be you.
Yo, so I remember. So circling back to something you were saying earlier, you were saying like first it was dancing, then it was drawing, and then in the process when you started writing music, then you developed the want to learn how to mix, master, produce. So you can be like in the whole production chain per se.
Yeah.
So which one of those do you enjoy the most right now?
Mixing's not fun. Mixing sucks. Beat making, I feel like it's starting to become a little bit funner because like I'm starting to understand music theory a little bit better.
Yeah.
And not enough for me to want to make a beat too. There's actually one mixtape that actually produced a beat too.
Yo, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's
not easy.
It's not.
That's why the dudes who have it down pat are like built like that.
Real shit. Like,
yo, me and Stone Capone got the relationship where like I'll send them a track, right? I'm like, yo, just tell me what you think, right? And I'm like, yo, just letting you know, like I'll send them like a little paragraph. Yo, this is raw vocal. This is the I don't know how to do none of that shit because it's
see when
difficult.
you talk to an artist though, like see for you it feels like nah, man, it doesn't sound like this, doesn't sound like that because you don't really like to do the music like that. You right now just dipping and dabbling, just fucking with it. You feel me? But like when we talk to like an artist, they do that shit. They literally do the same exact thing you do. Have a little thing that sometimes they even fuck up the take and they just want it as like a reference track.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just to like memorize that or some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly how you got to take all the tracks you do, especially with the ones you feel like aren't the nicest. Like you still haven't put it out.
It's an idea. It's an idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have more freedom with it because no bullshit. When I was like starting to write and do shit like that, I would feel like this shit rhymes. I got to keep this. It's like, nah, you could erase that shit, restart, do something else, do a whole new verse to it. Like, there was this one video, I forget what it was. It was like, if you treat it like you can't write anything better than what you just did, it's going to run out. It's going to suck for you. You know what I mean? Because you're treating it from like, oh, damn, I need this. Yeah. But when it's like literally like, oh, I can make this whenever. When you start treating it like that, then it's like, oh, that's when it starts coming.
Yeah.
That's
and I've heard during other interviews, other artists, I forgot who it was, but he said something along the lines where like he's just the messenger. Yeah, when he like
that's
makes
true,
art.
And that's real.
That is true. Yeah,
that's
real. A great way of putting it too.
We're all artists.
Which is crazy.
Anything. Like I'm not even like I don't mean like artists like just musicians. All artists. Everybody like
painting shit like that, video making.
Literally, art, like I said, is all a vibration thing, man.
Yeah.
When you think about producers, when you think about all these people, you know what I mean? These are messengers. Like, yo, producer, rapper dudes, I find is the craziest, right? Because you have a producer in I have a producer in Canada and then a producer in South Carolina, right?
Nice.
And they both send me two completely different type of songs, and that's what most of the mixtapes made out of, their beats, and like for them to make a beat, you know what I mean, and not know what words to put to it, right? And then for somebody else to have bars, you know what I mean, but then not have a beat or can make a beat to that.
That's where the relationship comes
you
together.
Feel me? And that's crazy that they're two different places, two different ways of upbringing and all this shit, but for some reason it connects. You know what I mean? It's like those are, man, the
ether, bro.
That's like,
man.
And that's the impact of the culture too and stuff like that. It's like you got people in two different area codes, another country sending you beats. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got to be in the same studio no more to get on a track.
Absolutely not. You can do it. Like shout out Stiz. I've seen he's posting pics in his closet. I'm like, damn, you're making that good music just right in there. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Because you don't need all this shit, man.
Exactly, you really don't. But I feel like with that, it's like, but you gotta want it.
You
know, you do not need all this shit. You can, do certain shit, but you gotta want it. You can't just put it up for show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you really putting up, sound barriers in your closet, you really putting up a mic, get in there for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long you want. Just do the shit.
Yep.
Oh, do that for yourself.
Exactly. No, that's true.
And I feel like, so far we've covered like kind of like your motivations, your inspirations with like music and how you started. And not only music, but just art in general. So you got some projects out. Was Ghetto Boy like your first official?
Nah. So since I started when I was like 14, I used to like doing little mixtapes. And what I'll do is like the Lil Wayne shit. If you're a Lil Wayne fan, so you know that like that motherfucker would be like, all right, I'm going to drop a mixtape for like remixes. And then I'm going to do all my original albums going to come out after that. You know what I mean? It always does that shit. So I would just do that shit as like practice.
You was getting your reps in.
Yeah, so like literally, like when I first started at like 14, I was really into like free verses and shit like that because poetry, like I said. So I would literally write like to remixes and try to like go as long as I can on that beat, and then try to do another one for as long as I can on that beat. And that kind of just makes you feel like you figure out the rhyming process with that. You figure out how long you can go. You figure out like your rap stamina damn near. You feel me? Then after that, with the next project, then it's like okay, now you gotta for remix. I feel like it's the easiest shit you could do. Because with a remix, you can...
It's a throwaway almost, right?
Yeah, you can follow...
You can have as many fun with it as you want,
Yeah, you can do that. You can follow their flows. It's more like you don't have that much freedom, you know what I mean? You kind of could like... You want to keep people interested in this beat. People already fuck with it for a reason, you know what I mean? They already have a flow on there that goes with that beat, you know what I mean? So you can either go on that or try to make your own. You know, you have a little bit more...
leeway. A little more leeway.
Now, when you're doing like original songs, now you got to think of your concept. Now you gotta make sure you're strong on hooks and verses. You gotta make sure. So
the
literally,
tones,
you gotta make sure someone want to remix that song if they want to.
Exactly. So then, like, I'll just literally the whole remix tape would be like just me getting my writing in. Then when I drop a whole fucking original beat type of shit or YouTube beats or whatever, then that's when I'll start focusing on the songwriting part of shit.
Got it.
You know what I mean? I'll do my hooks. I'll literally like try to like if my mixtape is like ass on the verses. Then I definitely tried my best on those hooks. You know what I mean? And then after that, the next mixtape came around. Then I'll do the verses on that shit. You know what I mean? And
that's a good way, man. That's a good way to like stay sharpening. Stay sharpening.
Exactly what it is.
Because you got to keep your mind sharp out of anything. Because writer's block could ruin an album if you wanted to. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's if that's the thing. If you really believe in that. Because like most when you first started, you believe that way. But then like I thought about it when I first started. I was like, fuck. I was like 15, 16. I'm like, damn. How the fuck do people go for it? Like 10, 20 years, like 30 years, like.
And not rap about the same shit.
Exactly. And I'm like, damn, that shit got to be the hardest thing in the world. And it's not. You know what I mean? Because, like, you got to even just think about it. Even if you try to repeat today, repeat.
Hey, there you go. See? I love that.
But even if you try to, like, repeat, like, the day exactly, you're not going to be able to.
Nah.
So, literally, if you just write your experience, it's going to be something different
It's a different experience. That is true. That is true. Yo, so talk to me a little bit about the dealing with writer's block.
Like, it would literally, like, it gets to the point, sometimes, no bullshit, I'll stay on the verse for, like, when I was a kid, like, for, like, a month or two.
Wow.
Like, my dude, what the fuck? But, like, literally, it'll only be writer's block for that one song. So I'll be, like, literally, I'll probably get, like, 6 lines in, and I'll be like, fuck, I don't know what rhymes with this shit. I don't know what the fuck else to do. Like, I don't want to make this shit sound corny, but I don't want to switch up the rhyme without knowing. So I literally have to just sit on it. And then in the meantime, I'll be like, fuck. And that's what makes me do so many remixes. Then I'll, like, go on to a remix and be like, fuck.
And then you finish
something.
Right.
And then, like, it'll be, like, a day or two later. And I'm like, oh, shit, I got something. And I'll go, like, another 6 lines and shit. So, like, I feel like if you do feel like writer's block exists, it's, like, just try to, like, jump around and shit. Because sometimes it's just you need a new beat. Sometimes you've probably been just stuck on it for a little bit. And like, you can't do nothing else.
Or you're just trying to force it.
Exactly. And that never comes out good.
Right.
It sounds forced, bro.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Like
you got a hat, jacket,
and it's noticeable.
Like,
exactly.
Exactly.
Like,
that's the crazy shit.
Yeah, it's like, you want to do that to sound cool, but like, it kind of just reflects writer's block a little.
Yeah.
Bit,
you know what's crazy, bro? I'm gonna be real with you. I actually admire people that can write a hook. Shout out my boy Delegancia. We had him on the show.
Delegancia, yes sir.
He's a fucking beast, bro. He's a dope reggaeton artist, man. But funny thing is, man, like he'll write like something, and sometimes he'll finish a whole song in one day, right? But a lot of times he'll be like, yo, this is an idea I have. And then he'll go back to it whenever and finish it, make it better. So I admire people that like yourself that can do that. Because me, like, whenever I dabbled with it for fun, if I don't finish the idea then, when I go back, I'm like, yo, I'm just not feeling how I was feeling then. So even if I try to do it, it's not gonna come out kind of like. So shout out to y'all to be able to like, kind of like be like, all right, I'm gonna put this feeling, this vibe on pause and just. I can't do that shit, bro.
I appreciate it. Everybody can do that, bro. I'm telling you, because literally it's a process to this shit. Like for me, I started at 14. So that whole phase of like the beginning of rap was that age, you feel me? So now I'm like past certain things. You're starting to dibble dabble, you know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean? Right. So it's like, you're still not even really thinking of projects. You're still not really thinking of doing it, you know what I mean? So your beginning process is like now happening, you know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't matter the age. You can't skip. You can't skip.
Nah.
You become a baby to that shit. You become a baby to that shit. It's like
it
took y'all some time to get this podcast shit down.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, and it's still gonna get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what's crazy about it. Like if this is just the beginning,
I told him that too. I was like, crazy shit. We're gonna be in a year from now. I told him that last year. It's like I know that as long as you start, though, I feel like that's the most important thing with anything. And I tell people, it's like, oh, that's it. I'm like, yeah, that is it. Because it's like, if you talk about it, just do it. Literally, I know Nike, that's so simple shit, but it's so true shit. Just do it. And I'm thinking, as soon as we start this episode 1, I'm like, shit, we're gonna be in a better place in a year from now.
Yeah.
And we are.
No,
so that's what it's like. It's just like, you got to accept the fact that it is a journey. And it's been touched many times that in today's culture, it's kind of like, well, I want it now.
Yeah, nah. It's understandable, though. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? We went from like
because if you got that overnight, I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like...
It's like literally even like, you got to think about just people in general. Like, not even people that want music. Like, fucking... We went from fucking taxis taking like an hour, you know what I mean, to now you can fucking stalk the driver before the motherfucker get there.
Yo, it's
you know
not
what I mean?
crazy.
Like, yo, hurry up, 5 minutes is gonna be here. Like, damn, dog, fuck, that long, like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, niggas, I'll look to the fucking
That's
phone
what I'm
book for the
saying.
fucking taxi. You gotta call the motherfucker. You gotta, it's gonna be half an hour. We don't got no drivers around there. It's gonna be like an hour. Like, now we don't need that. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody's moving to that pace.
And the crazy thing is that, you know, like that industry is now gonna shift, I think, within like the next 5-10 years, maybe even sooner, to self-driving.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
because some of them
already landed. They already like
test driving and shit. Yeah, that's the shit. Like
somewhere.
when something lands, man, when something's here, they've been testing that motherfucker for like 10, 20 years.
That's what I'm saying.
About it.
Yo,
what have you not been showing us? What have you not been showing us?
I think about
y'all
that
did not
shit
just
too.
come up with this shit.
I think about that shit.
Oh, 100%.
Too, man. Like, I think, man, I be thinking like, yo, these motherfuckers like 100 years more.
Like they want to put fucking hotels in space. I'm like, bro, y'all have had that there for at least 30 years. Don't who the fuck is You know what I'm saying? That ain't new.
Y'all got ET in there as a VIP. Stop playing.
I tell people that all the time. Like, there's 5 movies on why that's a bad idea.
Yo,
already.
For real.
But it's like, no, let's do it. Because it's like, oh, it's a movie, so it won't happen. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you won't think it won't happen?
It's sad, man. It's money. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's just like, you know,
that's it.
I ain't one to complain about billionaires and shit. I'm just like, the shit we do, and I'm like, do we need that?
Yeah.
Do we, like, people want to see space, but they charge you $125,000 to go up for like 5 minutes and come back down. Who knows if they even make a space hotel? What the hell they even charge you to stay a friggin' night there?
Who knows if you're gonna make it back?
Literally.
The fuck,
bro?
Like,
One meteor. All it takes is one meteor.
Whatever the fuck you want.
All it takes is one meteor to take an inconvenient left, and
that's it.
Then
just take a little breeze, man.
This dude said an inconvenient left.
Yeah, literally, it's like, and the meteor's just like, oh, I'm tumbling this way now. It's like, oh, there's something that shouldn't probably be in space. I'm gonna go towards it. And then all of a sudden, it's fucking crashing down on Earth, and they making 6 meteorites, and freaking gonna send us back to the Stone Age because those big ass pieces have fallen down, and gonna wipe out half freaking Asia or some shit. Oh my god!
Real.
Yo, hypothetically speaking, right? How would the state of the world be like if we just had to revert, like no internet, no?
Oh,
I think it'd be beautiful.
I think it would too. I think it would. I really think it would
be
too.
a blessing in disguise to some people. You know what I mean? Because that's everything.
Yeah.
Like even the most fucked up day you've had, I know you're like, damn, I'm kind of glad. There's some things you probably missed. You probably missed catching a bullet. You probably missed like certain things that it's like, damn, that bad day probably wasn't even that bad. You know what I mean? Like you literally realize after like what was good and what was bad. You know what I mean? Most of the things that are good for you now.
Yeah, and it is crazy how like, you know, you talk about. I
would be interested in like the scramble, bro.
Yeah, I feel like the world would be in a better place like naturally too, because it's like, if you just shut everything off, I feel like all the flowers and shit will grow back. You know, people will be used.
Life gets a little more
beautiful.
Because
like you know, all these apocalypse movies. Exactly, that's a big one, especially in the sun. Because all these apocalypse movies, they go, oh, you know, life after humans, life still find a way. It's like, yeah, but so it's like if we stop that right now, life's still gonna find a way. It's gonna get greener. It's gonna get lusher. It's gonna get nicer.
Yeah,
if we kind of revert back a little bit, I feel like that's what it is.
I feel like literally like the perfect time in life was probably like the 70s or 80s, man. Because like it
Something
probably
like
had
that,
like
yeah.
it probably had like exactly.
It was
what we
right
have
that
now.
turning point.
Yeah, like literally that's when I enjoy. You know what I mean? Like just like rap, I feel like was the best at the 90s. You know what I mean? And it was because like. You gotta think about the 70s is them even figuring out what the fuck this rap shit is. So they gotta figure out the words.
And then
they're not even
it,
married about beats.
Then they made it cool.
Yeah, you
bro,
feel me?
It got cool.
And they were remixing songs that were already pop, like disco, fucking funk, all this other shit, you feel me? So they wasn't even worried about beats yet. They was just doing the writing part. And then the 80s, they're worried about making nicer beats, but then they're just playing around with sound, so the beats kind of still suck in the 80s.
Yeah.
And you start getting to like the late 80s, and you're like, okay. You got Wu-Tang, you got certain people, and then certain people actually producing and making a sound for like hip-hop, you know what I mean? And that's why I think the 90s is like the golden age, you know what I mean? There's like, literally like, we had a time where buildings are starting to get built, you know what I mean? And there was still like a lot of green, you know what I mean? So I think 80s, 70s is probably like the best time. Because even in our time, we've seen there's a shit ton of buildings that just started really coming up.
Bro, they're putting up so many buildings in Boston as it is.
Remember New England Medical Center?
Dog.
Yeah.
I still think of fucking Tufts New England Medical Center, you know what I mean?
Dog, our
like,
neighborhoods don't look the same.
Yeah,
like that no
it's crazy. There's new buildings everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then they try to like, I feel like then they make it a trend. It's like, oh, now we have to save the earth. I'm like, we have to save the earth because of the shit you just did.
Exactly. And
I'm
if
like,
we fucking
you
keep doing more shit,
motherfuckers.
it's not gonna do nothing, man.
Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, we'll plant like 5 trees. I'm like, yeah, okay, word. Yeah, that could supply oxygen for like 1 block.
Yeah.
Yo, so to revert back to Stone Capone, we just went on a crazy
Nah,
time.
man,
I love it because it's like,
that shit.
because we talk about music, but it's like, I want to know what you think of this
for
shit
real.
too.
Nah, for real,
Nah,
though.
real shit. Me and my girl will sit in the fucking house. Smoking
go
all
crazy.
night, bro. I be
100%.
having some crazy conspiracy. I was like one of those
I be talking to
middle schoolers
myself.
like
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, raccoons work for the CIA.
Yo,
It's like, hey, they might.
yo, what we talking about? Them niggas train pigeons?
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
that's
dog.
what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, dog. Them raccoons ain't idiots. Them motherfuckers be waiting for you
I
to
be looking
sleeping,
at the trash
run up
can
in your trash can like,
motherfucker.
they wake?
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna joke, bro. The way they move freaks me out.
Yo.
bro, they know how
Like
to react to
people,
like
bro.
humans.
Like, oh,
Exactly.
shit, they be sunk.
Like, I got caught. Shit.
It's Tom. Like, how the fuck you aware?
And then all you do is just look back at them like, the fuck you doing?
Yo.
Like, bro, you good? Here.
I think you need this too.
No, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Ghetto Boy, man. So I know that was the previous album that you released or EP. So talk to about the overall message that you wanted to kind of send.
Yeah, it was
with
like
that one.
I just really like. I just kind of wanted people to be like okay with like, you know what I mean, being broke and shit. This is one Biggie song where he's kind of like, I like this young man. He's like introducing himself, and he's like, I love this young man because he went from ashy to classy. You know what I mean? It's like that shit is dope. It's like on top of like just him being classy or whatever, looking as big as he did. You know, oh no pun intended, but like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like.
He's dropping bars, bro.
saying.
He does it.
They already doing this.
does this.
He does this.
But it's like, just not forgetting where you come from. You know what I mean? And not feeling ashamed of where you come from too. Like, you know what I mean? I really like, I'm even getting to the point where I kind of want to enjoy even throwing roaches or something like that in like songs and being okay with like, yo, like making it a song where people enjoy it.
Yeah.
Find a way to make a hook where it's like, I don't know, that people fuck with even having roaches.
Yo, and the thing
You know
is,
what I mean?
like, who the fuck didn't experience that?
You know what I mean? Everybody has that point in time.
Even Jake, I forget the name. It just dropped. It was on the album, The Off Season. He's like, that's a perspective I can understand because I know what it's nice to be nice as fuck, but gotta stress to pay the bills or some shit like that. You know,
like I get why you want to be up here, but then like also
Exactly.
like I get it why you feel that way. It's still gonna suck when you get up here, but I understand why you feel like it's gonna be that much better. But it's like you're already the shit now.
Even Biggie said the real shit. No heat. Wonder why Christmas missed us. You know what I'm saying? Birthdays were the worst day. Now you sip champagne when we thirsty.
You feel me?
You know,
Like,
that's
it's
real
true.
shit.
It's true.
Like you can sound as corny. That's real shit for them.
That's so
that's, you know,
real, man.
Exactly.
And that's what everybody want to get to, man. You know, I feel like that whole like, yo, I'm already there type of vibe is just like, now when you're gonna be up there, that's when you're gonna want to talk about all the shit you went through, my nigga.
Right.
Nobody's gonna give a fuck.
You
They're gonna be
never-
like, you're lying, bro.
You're not there no more.
Yeah,
You never
Not there
there.
no more.
You never really there. Like at what point you want. Like you'll get to the point,
Yeah.
but then you'll get better because you're like,
Yeah.
okay, now I'm here. Now let's get
You're
there.
always gonna
you
see
know?
the better
Exactly.
version. The best version. That's all you're gonna want. Cause like no bullshit. You're your best version now, but then like now that you're in this step, you know how much more you can do. You know how
Right.
much more you're worth. You know how much more. You know what I mean?
No, and talking about improving and stuff like that, I think Ghetto Boy was super dope.
Thank you,
I feel like, from a consumer's point of view, and obviously just my perspective, I feel like maybe with the beat choices, you was like experimental.
Yeah,
like they were kind of like different from
Yep.
each other. Like I'm like, all right, so this is one vibe. All right, this is a completely different
Yeah,
vibe.
I'm just real. It's that shit too, cause like I don't want to be like you're a big Wayne fan.
Right.
That
Yeah.
motherfucker don't sound the same and
Yeah,
everything.
Nope.
yeah.
That motherfucker could be on a love song and you dead ass be like, this is Lil Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
you
when
feel
How
me?
to Love first came out,
Yo,
trust me.
I hated
That
it,
was
but
the
like I like the branch out. Like
Yeah.
it's like fuck, like you can't put
See,
this man into
Method
something.
did shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he did songs about like women, but like
Like
not like
pussy and
that.
shit like
Yeah,
that, you know
like
what I mean? But, like, when you
lollipop.
get-
I'm
You
like,
feel me?
and then he's like, cut the music. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, that
The
shit was
whole live
slapping.
band,
That
the
shit was
whole-
slapping.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
it
that
still
shit is
does
fire.
some of this shit.
That shit is crazy.
So-
and that's the thing, you would think that something like that, like exactly, you know, he's going against like his fans.
Yeah,
You know what
he's
I mean?
going
But then
against
it's
the
like,
grain.
He's actually like, you know
Expressing.
what I mean? Yo,
Expressing,
exactly. And
yeah.
look at how much bigger it is now, though. Like, you know how many songs that like came out even last year, 2 years ago, that feel like it's like, yo, this shit is like ancient.
Oh, with the
That song is
guitar
way
and shit
older,
like
though.
that. Yeah.
You feel me? And it still sounds like, damn, I could hear this shit now.
Yo, as an artist, how do you feel with like what you said? With people going like, "Oh, maybe me trying this style, my fans are gonna be disappointed." How do you feel about that perspective?
If you're not making money from your music, if you're not doing crazy shit, you're not super popping. Russ says this shit all the time. What the fuck does it matter? Nobody's paying attention to you now.
Yeah, so
You know what
try
I mean? Like
something
some
new.
people be thinking that like they have fans or whatever, and it's like, bro, they're not spending money to go to your shows.
Mm-hmm.
They're not spending money on half the shit you do. They're not your fans, bro. They're just people that like to watch your life.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They observing.
So it's like this is
Damn.
the perfect time to be testing shit. You feel
to
me?
be experimental with it.
You know what I mean? Because if you can fucking get on right and say you're doing shit just because you don't want to piss somebody off, then what?
Then what?
Now
Yeah,
you're on
yeah.
and now you don't even like this.
You're
shit.
limiting yourself before you even do it.
Right.
Exactly. Then you're never gonna actually find your shit. The best
Yeah.
time to experiment is now because you got the idea to do it.
Yeah, that's true. But moving forward, fast forward a little bit. Well, not too much because I feel like what maybe like a year and a half in between or so. But reaching my prime came out most recent project, super fire,
Speak
bro.
on it.
Thank you.
Yo,
Say that.
embodying Boston, man, came out
Say that.
6/17. For those who don't know, that is
We're not
our
aware.
our area code.
I've always wanted that, man.
Yo, that
You
was so
understand how
fire.
much I've always
I
wanted
was
to
gonna say.
make
That was
land
so
on
fire.
there.
Yo, when you told me, you remember, I was amped.
Yep.
I was amped to shit. I was like, yo, that shit is fire, bro. And how it aligned and everything, because albums usually come out on that day. I was like, yo, it was just the
Yeah.
stars aligning for you.
Yeah.
So, super dope album. I really liked it, and I felt like I felt like the authenticity speaking through the music.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of feel like you maybe found what you really enjoy, because I felt like I saw like some consistency like, in the track,
yeah.
and I really enjoyed that to see the growth. You know what I mean?
The thing is, so like you were saying with Ghetto Boy, the Ghetto Boy one is it all sounds like different stuff because it's all different producers. Because I got, like I said, that was YouTube beats. You know what I mean? So
okay,
that
okay.
was my time because I didn't do no remixes and stuff like that. So I did a little. I mean, I did some remixes. This is a little tape I called My Take, and it has like little remixes to certain songs and shit. But with Ghetto Boy specifically, was just like YouTube beats, and I wanted to do like kind of all. You know what I mean? So I kind of like when I sit down and like do a mixtape or whatever, I'll fucking sit down and write like how many songs I want. I'll write like what kind of vibe I want. You feel me?
That's
literally
dope.
say,
You plan it out.
Yeah, like
So you're like, I want a song
storyboard
about
type
this. I want a
yeah,
song
so I
about
do
that.
it different. Like I just like to try every method. You know what I mean? Because I want to know what works for me. Some people they like to start with the mood, and then they can write a song like that. Some people just start with the hooks and then let everything fall in place. So I like kind of wanted to try to like see how much control I have of my own music, and that's why I fuck with Ghetto Boy a little bit more. No bullshit. That was one of the tapes that I like literally try to take it a little bit more. Re-listen to my shit. Re-listen to my shit. Nah, I don't like that. Take this one off. Put this. And like that's what it is. It sounds so different because all the different producers. And then reaching my prime is still the same process, but then like I have consistent producers. There's
Got
one
it,
dude
got it.
that
That
did,
makes sense.
The Cash App one.
Yeah.
That's one dude that I don't really know.
That was a fire way to end the album
Good
too.
looking, bro. Good
That
looking.
was a fire. I was like, all right.
The fucking that producer. I just had him on Instagram, and he.
Oh,
like,
wow.
So people just like they'll have my email.
It's
and then
that
they'll just send
easy,
me beat
yeah.
packs, and then like
Oh,
they'll be
wow.
like, "Yo, if you like any of these beats, you feel me? Like, let me
It's
know.
on you
Buy it,
type shit.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll tell you like, oh, some of them just want donations. Like to be honest, they don't really care about like the thing. They'll just $30. You can own it, masters and everything. That's Cash App shit.
Wow.
But it's some Sugar Beats person. I don't know. I just want to shout them out because I don't want to like, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I don't know the person at all. But then the other two, the Canadian dude, Katie, and Hyro, he's from South Carolina. And they're the two that are the most consistent in the.
Got it.
That's why the beats sound a little bit more consistent.
Yeah. I did notice that. Like, and it kind of gives a like a One Direction kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
exactly,
Like it's a progression.
Yep.
But it wasn't to discredit Ghetto Boy.
No. I hear what you're saying.
It was just like the difference.
Yeah, to understand why it's different. You know what I mean? From like the actual shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like, damn, like this is kind of crazy. It's like I enjoy that shit too. Like I really wanted to have the thing with Ghetto Boy. Like I'm touching on it a little bit more.
No, of course,
it was like
bro.
literally like
talk your shit.
There's the love song. Yeah, exactly. There's the love song, and I wanted to have that through like Ghetto Boy's point of view. You know what I mean? That's why in the beginning it's like. No love in my heart, fuck love in my soul. I can't be no good guy. That's like, you know what I mean? Because that's literally shit that you get taught in the hood. You feel me? But then you meet somebody, and then you're like, fuck. Wait, the way that actually was is not the shit that helped me survive.
Not the shit you was sounding
You feel me?
about.
But this is not how I feel. This isn't like my actual way. You feel me? So it's like
that's what your surroundings kind of influence.
So I was trying to do that. I was trying to like literally tap into like how niggas feel, especially in the hood. You feel me? Like what is it that they feel, and then like try to like kind of be in their shoes, and then instead of taking the road always traveled, just take the one less traveled, and like let them see that. I think some people need to see. That's why when we were talking, you said the podcast, you want to be that first one with the shoe deal. You feel me? But you think it's like a joke. It's like nah. People need to see it, and then for you to actually do it, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, like that shit is actually like if he could do that, then fuck."
Yeah,
like you gotta think about it. If Tony Hawk can make fucking skateboarding lit to people that don't even fucking follow it. You know what I mean? Matt Hoffman with the BMX shit. You feel me? When you can make your craft the shit. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're gonna want to do.
That is very true. Yeah, that is very true.
No, and one of the things I appreciate again, like a lot of people focus on sounding good. I think that the goal should be sounding authentic.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean.
That's why I fuck with C Wavy. I know y'all had him here.
Yo, that's my bro.
I was in fucking 5th grade with him.
Yeah,
elementary, same class, everything.
Yeah,
like the dude was artistic from the jump. Like I'm talking 5th grade, you know them little notebooks and shit like that, the little blue ones that they'd give people for the test and shit. Dude, that dude would be fucking talking like 10, 11 years old. This dude drawing like horses, fucking crazy shit.
Yo, he's
picking up a pen.
Yo, he's special.
Yeah,
he's special.
Bro, shit.
Wavy sight,
and
bro.
Lou
Special.
Boston too.
That was the second ever episode too.
Yeah,
I was at Wavy sight.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
that was the second one. That was way back. That was when we still did segments and shit like that.
You know what's crazy? I know y'all probably didn't know. Wavy side probably didn't know, but we interviewed him on my birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was your birthday.
Crazy. So that was way back. But yo, man. Speaking of local artists, man, you got a heavy hitter. You know, in this new album, bro.
Yeah,
you got somebody that for a lot of us here in the city feel like this dude, transcended. So talk to a little bit about how that happened.
Nah, man, he's actually cool as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I hit up Michael Christmas before, and then like their prices is the same. You feel me? Like it had nothing to do with the price. It was literally like there was just a certain way that he handled it that was just like dope as fuck. Like I always, since a kid, literally like 14, 15, 16, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit. You know what I mean? I literally hit up people. I did a song with, I don't know if you remember during the whole Bronx Wine wave, the Kid Star dude. He was like Kid Star. He was like always having like, he was like a chubby dude. You know, he had like his names on his fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
I did a song with him.
I remember.
And I felt like, and I thought he was like fucking like out of here. He's like, yo, send me this shit through Western Union. I'm like, oh, so it just takes you hitting the motherfuckers up.
That's
and
it.
hopefully the niggas reply. That's it.
Yeah.
Hefe, I hit up Michael Christmas, he told me, but he had it within a certain time. I couldn't do it. I hit up Hefe, and Hefe just like, whatever you could do it in whatever way you can. He fucking FaceTimed me that same day, everything. He just chopped it up with me. Literally, he's like, yo, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, some people, they move different. You know what I mean?
He's from the same area you from, though. Yeah, he's from there.
Yeah. Roxbury, OP, you know what I mean? Like that dude really
because he did that same thing how you dropped on 617 when he dropped Proper Commencement. That was on 02, what was it? 0219 or something like that.
Oh,
it was the Roxbury. It was the Roxbury area code that he dropped. Like that's tough as fuck. You know? But yeah, that's just like, I think when I see like, cause like I said, I was kind of a late bloomer to like what was going on in terms of rap in terms of Boston. Like I talked with Noble and Mike all the time. Mouthy was my first thing.
You know what's fucking crazy?
Yeah.
He lived 2 houses next to me.
Yeah. No shit. Wow.
Yeah, like right next door. Like his, so I don't know if you remember Gilbert.
Yeah, of course.
That's his cousin.
Oh, yeah.
So like literally like, the dude literally lived in the same exact like area, and it was dope to hear him because like, so he's also Dominican.
Yeah,
and I'm also Dominican. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like to hear somebody literally living the experience, living where the fuck I live at, and living like literally there was a remix that he did. He like this Dead Presidents remix.
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
this is for that kid in Roxbury, chilling at Dudley Station. Know your time will come, my nigga. Just be patient. You feeling like a scale, cause there you left waiting. Stuck while them block boys fast caking. Like, it literally felt like, yo, like, I used to walk to fucking school, and I went to Madison. So I had to walk through Dudley Station to get there, you know what I mean? So it was just like, just inspirational shit, man.
No, because that's the thing,
real.
too. You loved hearing, like, you know, he was going through the same thing you did. And, you know, he's talking about the same experiences you talk about. That's why, you know, when obviously first thing I heard of him was Boston Lights. I mean, that was, you know, legendary song, one of the greatest songs about crazy. Boston ever. I will say that.
No, for sure. And that shit wasn't the Patriots was playing them shits.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fucking crazy.
Because he's like, die for that green and white, die for that black and gold, fucking with the Patriots where before they won the Super Bowl. It's like, he's like, you talking like an authentic, like
Bostonian,
that's how, exactly.
You really,
you know, Warren Street, Blue Street. You know, I didn't live there, but like, I love that, like, you know, that was that experience for some of these people.
Shout out to Roxbury. Like, babe, but
everything.
All that shit. You know, the crazy thing is, I remember, you know, obviously with my cousin living so close to you, and that's how we kind of met. But like, just the vibe out there, how like the backyards are kind of all facing each other and shit. So you're cool with everybody, like kind of thing. It was definitely a super vibe.
I used to have friends going over there like, yo, this shit remind me of Friday, my nigga. Like,
bro,
weird.
It's kind of like that vibe.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, funny thing is, man, they used to be bricks before like it was houses and shit.
When Bobby Brown was back there, just
that used to be bricks, bro. It used to be bricks, but yo, so you got visuals out. Go blind.
Oh yeah. So that was like my first video. Shout out to Slim. That dude is managing me right now. But he's not like. And what's dope is like he heard me through some dude named Chris, and he does New England mixtapes. He actually sold out Middle East. I think with independent people only. Like type shit, you know what I mean?
Shout
and that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? So he
gotta come on the show.
Yeah, real shit. Yo, literally, y'all both should like no bullshit. If anything, I'm gonna have him like I'm gonna hit him up and tell him. So
it would be a pleasure. It would be a pleasure.
He does like little. He does like little smoke interview podcast type shit too. Like you feel me? Just talk shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he lets people like exactly what y'all doing. Let people talk about what the experiences is with this shit, especially with music. He has different people that get on there. He has some dude named I think it's called High End Music, some shit like that. And he's from like the West Coast or something. And they just has like people just go ahead, share your experience, share shit that like can help another artist. You know what I mean? A voice. And
of course.
So,
and that's like you said, helping other artists. This is like why we bring artists on like that. Like we wanted first when we started Wavy Psych Dev, that was like the artist that first started off. We're like we doing it because it's like well they can gain something from this. Like somebody is gonna gain something from listening to you on this episode. Yeah. And that's what I tell people the most. I'm like it's not just for you. It's just it could be for someone else.
It's for everybody, man. Yeah. You never know, man.
Because like you said, where's the little Stone Capone that you don't know about growing up in the same place, hearing you the same thing,
That's why I hold the city. Like I like doing little bars about the city and little shit like that, man.
Yeah, bro. Like I saw that
connects.
I saw the consistency on that, and that's what I'm saying. It's just so authentic. I could really rock with it. You know what I mean? But any more visuals on the way? You got some dope ass songs on the album.
I want to do the No Fear one.
Okay.
Like obviously, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the first one I want to do, but I want to make sure everything's good.
I like how that one starts. It starts kind of like mellow, and then it levels up. Yeah, I'll fuck with it.
I'm trying to. That's the shit with this tape. So like I said, I practice with everything. You know what I mean? So the last one, it was just me trying to make sure I had everything prepared, put some money into the cover art. You know what I mean? I used to do my cover art a lot. I did a Young Bill Russell mixtape. And the dude, I paid him to do my cover art, the Canadian producer. So he does graphics too. And literally from there on, I just built the relationship of just like hitting him up, letting him handle the graphics. Because he really hits it like right how I want it. Because the Ghetto Boy shit I wanted to do with the Illmatic shit.
Oh, so I can see it now. I can see it.
That's
literally
what it was. And literally like
dope.
Ghetto Boy, you know what I mean? So it was like,
that's fire.
I fuck with their vibe with shit. Fuck. And then what was the you were telling me about? Oh, the visuals.
The visuals, yeah.
So like I said, everything was like all a practice shit, and so now it's like with this tape, it was literally like fixing it up, making sure that everything's perfect. So I feel like the Boston one is just the right one to do. Like, it's just the one's gonna show off the city, and like literally, like I want to make sure I hit certain places where it's like Even certain historical things that don't get touched on in little places. I want to find the right spots to do it.
Like the inner city landmarks that you know what I mean, that the tourists don't necessarily see all the time, bro.
Exactly.
I say that all the time. Anytime you see, those travel pages, anytime they post of like they'll post in Bali, different beaches. Anytime they post in Boston, it's Newberry Street in the spring with the cherry blossoms. I'm like, and you walked up and down Newberry. That's not Boston. You walk up 5-10 minutes. It's literally keep going.
They'll show you Fenway. Yeah. They'll show you Paul Revere. The Commons.
Seaport.
Faneuil Hall, shit like that.
Seaport now, because what's crazy?
Oh, back then they didn't show that back then. That was terrible. It was all
the city bridges that were disgusting and everything.
When I first started in hotels, probably I want to say 10 years ago. That's where I used to go send people that were on tour buses, like, yo, park your tour bus down there because it's nothing but parking spaces. Good luck doing that shit now.
Yo, real shit.
Bro, they can't even fill those buildings. They keep building more.
Yeah, exactly. So you said something like you were talking about like the process of selecting your cover arts. And for this new project, Reaching My Prime, I see that it's a basketball court.
I actually had a whole different concept. So for Reaching My Prime, I wanted to do the picture of Jason Tatum dunking on LeBron.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Damn. I wish I fucked. I hope I can show you the fucking. So I did it. It just didn't. It didn't come out as good. And my manager was really wanted to make sure that we could actually release it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You want to make it good.
Get shut down. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, you got to take it off because it has this person on
copyright shit. Yeah, exactly. It says the Celtics name on it and shit like that. I couldn't, 100% imagine that. Well, let me see.
That's fire, bro.
Shit.
That's fire. Fucking
But you know what they do with that? Not to cut you off, Mike. You know what they do? They block out the eyes, so it's not like. So it's not like
that would have been even harder.
I don't think.
Right? Give them like a Super Saiyan type
something like
look.
I see them do. I see like IG. People who sell clothes on IG. They do it all the time. It's like they just block out the eyes and shit like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't know if that's like.
That's
allowed. So it's probably allowed if you just do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Unfortunately, the Jason Tatum thing couldn't happen. I thought, like, even though we lost that series, we won because of that dunk. It was something that
you saw how good he was.
Yo,
he's a young
that was my trophy.
I know Tatum's Tatum, Kobe's Kobe. He's a young Kobe.
Yo,
dog.
You know what's crazy? I was just about to say,
Kobe.
They got video comparisons of them.
Yeah.
Not only just video comparisons. What's crazy is Kobe was chaining Tatum.
Yeah.
They got there's a picture of Tatum in the gym with Kobe, and you know what's crazy? Jaylen Brown with T-Mac.
Yeah, bro, I saw that too.
And you can see it.
Yo, they are nasty.
You could see T-Mac and Jaylen Brown.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to divide because I feel like dividing is like, comparing is division.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the poise of Jaylen Brown better.
Yeah,
I can't discredit Tatum because Tatum. The thing with Tatum is Tatum looks like. He's not even trying.
Yeah, he's bored.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
he just do a little fadeaway.
I'm gonna hit you with the same shit every time, and you're gonna do absolutely nothing
about it.
Now, Jaylen Brown is like, I'm gonna out fucking physical, ass, bro. Like, I'm gonna just.
He gets more
big
physical.
body, man. Yeah, nah, T-Mac and Kobe too. Them dudes was nasty too.
Yeah,
so it's
of course, bro. T-Mac.
The fact that they allowed the Celtics to get touched, you know what I mean, with that gangster.
That's what I'm saying. Thank God we got something like that.
The dude came up from like what? It was like a 16-point deficit once. They were like down. It was like 2 minutes left in the game or something. T-Mac just kept on running up.
Yep.
Run back.
What was it like? 13 points in 8 seconds.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Craziest shit ever
against the Spurs.
Yo, they
against
were hurt.
the Spurs.
Tim Duncan was just up in that bitch like. No, that dude was a monster.
Post-game, he was like,
he was tight.
We lost.
I thought we won.
I'm like, what's the reason stuff? Like 8 seconds ago?
Someone went to the bathroom real quick. Came back like, what the hell?
Fucking Spurs player coming.
Yo, you imagine being a fan, like watching that game?
Nah, you gotta put. There must have been a bunch of broken TVs, man.
He come back at the game like, Spurs just when he turn on, he's
Yo, that's funny. So, was basketball your first love? Because
I was a sports kid in general. Like, I was just one of those kids that like. My mom couldn't really put me on a team. So it was like, when school came around, gym was my favorite class.
Gotcha.
I played everything. Football, fucking like anything was just fun for me.
You ever played in high school?
No. Yeah. I could never play for a team. I was the older brother. So I gotta babysitter duties.
Okay.
Yeah. Once the team, I don't even blame it on them. No bullshit, to be honest. My grades were shitty too. There was no way I was gonna be able to try out, but
Nah, your little brother used to be a beast at dancing, bro.
And baseball.
Yeah.
Little nigga was in baseball.
Oh, wow.
They used to play South End, the whole South End league for like
okay, like right there in Jim Rice.
Yeah, Jim Rice, fucking
Peters. Yo, Peters be popping, bro.
Peters full.
Peter be
That's
popping.
always. That shit has never been dead. For real. Basketball, anything.
Yo, so earlier when we were talking about Lil Wayne, you said that one of the things that you wish you saw more from Lil Wayne was maybe branching out of just like making music and stuff like that. So
even just TV shit. If I would have seen him on like an episode of some shit, I was like, I mean, he came out in like Boondocks, like voice acting, whatever.
But it's like,
but like a whole episode of him just trying to,
Yo, crazy thing is, I feel like Wayne has one of those, like, not to get off topic with the question, but Wayne has one of those voices where he'll be a dope ass, like,
you
know what I mean? Like, he could be like
like, bro, Kendrick did Power. Do something live. Come on,
yo. You ever seen Snoop's the nature documentary?
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
That motherfucker.
That's why when you said like his voice on bullshit, like imagine that nigga like.
Yo, but I see Wayne like even like Lion King-ish being like the wise, like nah, that's not how it goes.
Yeah.
Yo, real shit.
Type shit. Nah, but yo, shout out Snoop Dogg, bro. Snoop Dogg is just a beast. He's winning for staying relevant.
Yeah,
because that's why he kind of did. That's how is kind of the blueprint to stay relevant if you a legendary rapper like that. Exactly what Snoop Dogg's doing.
Bro.
Yeah,
adjust with
Snoop's a beast.
Because he'll drop music, here and there, but bro, he loves like being on TV. He loves hearing himself. I love hearing himself talk. I love just seeing him. So you know what I'm saying? It's like
him and Mac in that scary movie.
Exactly.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. I was not expecting it. But Lil Wayne's a fucking character. These people are all funny people. Like it's the shit. Like that's why comedy and like I think hip hop really go hand in hand too.
Oh, of course.
They're like
A would be attest to that because A's a stand-up comic. But yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
like
shout out to him, bro. He just had a sold out show last week.
Modern Party Art. What was it? That's right. That was him. Yeah. Go see A anytime he's up. Come on now.
For
real.
Go
Check him out, yo.
I definitely
my boy Remy A, bro.
Yeah.
Beast. But what I wanted to ask you is like, what other things outside of music are you like dabbling with?
Like I just the marketing. I mean, not marketing, but like I'm kind of trying to learn that shit.
Got you.
Marketing, promotion. Like I want to learn
just
like,
for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's still music oriented. Like anything that I do is really gonna be music oriented. But like even the art that I decided to be into is gonna be music oriented. You know what I mean? So like it's kind of always gonna be music, but just like drawing again. Like I'm trying to get back into like my little art shit, just to like literally even have a little like reference. You know what I mean? It's easier to like give a person a reference if you could like at least give them something decent to go off of. Like, oh, okay, I could do that.
Marketing is one of those like super complex but simple things.
Yeah, it's oddly like I felt that way. I've been hearing like little tips and shit. It's like damn, like is that simple? Fuck.
Yeah, because a lot of people have the mentality or the idea or understanding that marketing is just advertisement.
Yeah.
When in reality, advertisement is just like a very small.
Because you got to be careful if you're marketing yourself. Because if you say some shit that fucks up your whole marketing thing.
Well, maybe his brand, right? Maybe his brand,
in terms of like people, just people in general. Yeah,
because
like exactly.
Exactly. Because marketing is kind of like what I like about marketing is that marketing is kind of like combining business knowledge with like psychology. How do we influence the purchase decision of this dude? How do we make him want to buy this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
And also goes into, all right, how do we arrange this shit so that when they come in, it feels like, I'm in
like
here.
They want to grab it,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Whole Foods,
like you want to go somewhere with it, yeah, exactly.
When I was doing the cashier and in Whole Foods, they used to make us fucking like make sure that the chocolates and all this shit is like pointed out and everything. The logos up. They're like, yo, this is the last minute buy here. Like, everything else is so expensive that exactly. By the time you get up there, you're like, fuck $1, shit, throw it on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll give you another thing that you probably know and experience from working at Whole Foods, right?
Yeah.
So look at and all supermarkets does this, and it's just master marketing. If you want milk, you got to go all the way in the back.
Yeah.
Right? Because on the way to the milk,
you're going to see cereal, you're going to see cookies, you're going to see that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So, like, you went in there to get one item, but you saw, damn, Frosted Flakes is all the way in the back. Well, maybe not Frosted Flakes because it's Whole Foods.
Yeah, I know. It's just like you were saying, you said Whole Foods and supermarkets. Like,
but the 365 brand might be on sale.
The milk's in the back, too.
Yeah, like all the fucking...
Or bread. Yeah, you got to go all the way to the other side.
Cheese, all that shit,
because people go to their food shopping, you feel me? Like, you got money for food, nigga, than shit.
Yeah,
you got something for a couple cents.
Because milk for a while was like the most important product for like people.
Yeah.
Like it was like a necessity right next to water. So if you put that shit in the bag, 100%.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
You won't walk past 5 sets of Oreos and be like, that
might go
milk.
That might go good with the milk, right?
Yeah.
So talk to me. I see you. I think maybe you were in a partnership with them. I'm really not 100% sure, but America's Most Weeded.
So that's part of Slim stuff. The manager, so my manager, he like he has his own, like he's already been doing this shit for a minute.
Okay.
And he calls this like, so his label's Puff Pass Records.
Puff Pass Records.
Yeah, and
That's
so
tough.
like,
He can get down with that. He got a couple verses. down for
yo,
you.
what up? What up? Nice like that shit. Hit him.
Yes, sir.
But he was like I said, that Chris dude, he just gave me advice on just the career shit, music shit, you feel me? And he was just telling me like, yo, make sure that, you let people know and see your shit, da da da. And then he actually, I guess, in the background, the Slim dude, like, he was telling him about me. Mm-hmm. And Slim's like, yo, I don't usually fuck with kids. You know what I mean? Like, especially these new kids, everybody rap about the same shit. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? And it got to the point where the dude Chris was like, yo, like, listen to him. He's dope.
Yeah.
And he checked it out, and he's like, yo, I really fuck with him. And just in general, like,
it's authentic, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't even
stands
have,
out.
Yeah, it's no paperwork. It's no, like, yo, you have to give me this much account. Like, yo, the dude fucking paid for that Go Blind video.
Wow.
And I just met the dude a year ago. Like, we don't even have a crazy long relationship, you know what I mean? But he just really fuck with me that much, and I fuck with him, you know what I mean? Like, heavy. So that's the America's Most Sweetest shit that I be throwing on. That's all his shit right there.
So that's
like like kind of like, not really the label, but it's Puff Ass Records, the label. So like, I guess it's just
a
something off of it.
Yeah.
Off of that.
Yeah.
Like
An
merch type
offspring,
shit.
an
Yeah,
offspring.
yep.
Right.
That's dope, bro.
That's dope.
That's super
Yeah.
dope. I thought that was your shit. I was about to say,
Nah.
Let's get it.
That's definitely the way we're going soon.
And real
Word.
quick, why call yourself Stone Capone? Obviously you like weed,
I feel you, and that's exactly it.
but is it more? Is it a little more than that, or it's just
it's definitely it's just weed and money.
Huh?
You know what I mean?
That
And I
goes
just want-
perfect.
Exactly. I just want people to be motivated in a way where it's like, what would I want to make people's motivations? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like just being fucking like gone all the time or doing this. So
Yeah.
at one point, I used to, like, before I changed my name to Stone Capone, I used to do like High and Motivated. And I used to write that shit, like trying to make it like a sweater, clothing, some shit.
Yeah.
And then
I
it just
still
stuck to me.
think
like
that might hit, bro.
Yeah.
Don't put that.
Even now, yeah.
That still might
Cut
hit.
it out. Cut this out.
No, that's trademark. No, it's trademark. It's trademark. Y'all can't steal it. It's trademark. Yeah. They gonna be wondering why this like white noise and our lips are still moving like.
yeah.
Yo, this dude's a clown, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Yeah, that might still hit, bro. I think that's a solid idea. But yo, man, I feel like, as I've always said, like, I feel like gratitude is probably the best gift you can give somebody. So we just kind of want to open up the mics for you for any special shout outs that you have, or just to tell people what they can expect from you in the near future.
Nah, I got you. I just want to make sure I shout everybody out.
Absolutely.
Just want to shout out Slim.
Shout out Slim.
First and foremost, because no bullshit, since he's like been around, he hasn't really done like what people already be like expecting people. Yo, I need to perform. We ain't COVID. We ain't going through some shit, so he can't really do as much as he really wants to. But I got to perform virtually for the Weed Fest.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Because he's like a big,
that. Yeah,
because he's like a big, like, I guess he's been performing for them every year.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So he was just like, yo, they gave me a spot. I'm gonna give you some time. So do your shit.
That's gangster,
And he's,
bro.
you know what I mean? Like, he tries with anything that he can do. He's gonna try to make it work.
Try it.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And that's what's dope. We have no contract. We have no thing. And he's just like, I fuck with you this much. Do you feel me? I don't need no contract. You're a grown man. You know what I mean? We should be able to keep our word. It's just
Absolutely.
real. You feel me?
Right.
I want to shout out Chris. This man's the New England mixtape shit. Check him out. He was doing like a live talent show shit with like Benzino.
Wow.
So, like,
I did see that.
that's
I
a
saw
big one.
that.
Yeah.
So
I saw
that's him.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out Dope Man, Harold. Dope Man, he's just another dope ass artist that I think y'all definitely got to check out next.
100%.
We will.
And he does everything, bro. Like graphics, like he reminds you of like Travis Scott type of shit, like the creativeness.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? But like he actually does his own shit. You know what I mean? It's not like he needs a team and then he
Right.
sits there and just he's been
Wow.
a beast in graphic design.
That's nasty.
And yeah, Harold, he actually is the one that got me started into even wanting to rap.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
It's
an important person.
Yeah, he literally, like, the first time I ever recorded where I enjoyed it was going to the session with him and like, literally being a feature on his shit. You feel
Wow.
me? That's the shit that
Right.
started this shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was like the big push for you.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. It was like, that's the shit that made me feel like, yo, this is fun.
This
Yeah.
is it,
Yeah,
right?
'cause
I
I-
could do this.
Yeah, because I went to Boys and Girls Club and when I was a freshman. And they had us all go to like the studio that just opened up, the record company, when it first opened up. Right? It's past the firehouse next to McDonald's. Going to
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking
building
about.
That now
Yeah.
They bought that whole building
on Grease Mile.
Wow.
Yeah. They bought that whole building in like I don't even know how many hours. It's still.
I said on Grease Mile.
That took me bad, fucking long, dog.
Yeah.
But
that's Grease.
Oh boy. You laugh, but it's true. It's like he said Grease Mile. No,
Yo, shout out to the peoples, man.
But-
Shout out to the peoples.
Only two Boston heads gonna get it, man. But no bullshit. They started there like 2011. They had like a tiny ass one fucking studio. Not tiny, but it was upstairs.
It was very tiny,
pretty
yeah.
nice. But they ended up buying the whole fucking building.
Wow.
Nice.
And they got donations and everything to renovate and make like crazy studios in there for like artists. And they would charge like, it was literally like I think $25 an hour.
That's very
For
good.
a
That's very good.
quality studio, like
Yeah.
and different mics too. It's like you have one of these or whatever, but they have like 3 or 4 more that you can like use. You know what I mean? And it's like all there, and it's donated shit that they had and all this type of shit. You feel me? I recorded there, and they made us kind of do like clean rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like I get it because we're doing Boys and Girls Club, but I didn't really enjoy it. The one time I enjoyed it was at the Herald Kid. You know what I mean? Like I said, the nice mics, the nice everything, the glamours that could be good. You could enjoy that shit, but it's like. When you really start liking what you're doing and really trying to and like really be yourself with this shit, that's when you're really gonna find yourself with this shit. So
That's
I appreciate Harold for like just giving me that time. And it's crazy because I gave him a shout out on another little podcast I was doing, and he was like, "Yo, I appreciate you for even giving me the flowers." But it's like I can't ever forget where I came from. You know what I mean?
Never.
So like definitely, and shout out to David because he was the first engineer. He was the first one that really got me into like even paying attention to what the engineer does. You know what I mean? Seeing him work, seeing him do certain things and do a whole shit ton of people's music, and he did his own. I was like, oh, this shit is possible.
Right.
Like, I only do it myself, and maybe I used to try here and there doing other people's shit to get comfortable with doing other voices. But dude was doing a whole army shit.
You know exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know it
Love
might
that,
be
bro.
tough, but since you just released the album, but what can people expect for you in the? Is that me?
I was gonna say you ringing, bro?
What was that?
Oh,
I don't know. I heard like I was like someone like creeping up on you or some shit.
That was weird
Yeah,
as
that was
shit.
weird. Anyways, yeah.
Whatever that was.
Yeah, I think they gonna hit that in the audio too, low key.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
We don't even know what that was. Anyways, though.
Anyways, though, yeah.
I was gonna say you fixing it.
Yo, this dude's pranking us, bro.
waiting for this shit like, oh.
Yo, this dude just pulled the heist on us, bro.
I thought something like it's someone creeping
I was
up, like because it sounded like literally like someone's creeping up on
like
Mike.
the
I'm
door
like,
opened up.
yeah. I'm like,
Oh man,
oh
that was funny
shit,
as
that was
shit.
funny as shit.
But
Anyways.
what can people expect for you in the near future? And because I know you just dropped an album, but
Nah, I mean, that's, man, like when I was a kid, bro, I used to do like 20 songs, bro, or 12 songs in like a mixtape. So this is like, this ain't even everything
Yeah.
I have, to be honest. You know what I mean? There was still more that I wanted to put in there, but I just felt like this was the strong, and Slim was telling me, he's like, yo, just grab the strongest songs.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna email you this. I emailed him a shit ton of songs like, yo, whatever you feel like sounds the best to you, and you don't feel like you're gonna tweak up or none of this extra shit, use those. You feel me? So that's what I used. That's what I used, and now I still have probably like 3 or 4 songs that just didn't even make it. And I write every day. I just wrote like 2 more like last week. You know what I mean? So it's like I always have songs. That's something that's always gonna come, like mixtapes and shit.
songs on deck, bro.
But videos, that's something that I still haven't even shot yet. I'm still like looking into like the right spot, the right places. I remember you told me that if anything that you would let me know.
Let me know,
about
bro.
places.
I be just scouting like some random
No,
places.
he be
sure.
scouting big time.
Yo,
He be like an NFL scout. No cap.
Yo,
No cap.
I be telling them like, yo, bro, why don't people ever? I've never seen this in a video. Why not?
Say
This
no
shit's
more.
Yeah.
Fire, that's
bro.
all I'm looking for. Say no more.
Dog, like I just like walking, bro.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Nah, I feel
walking
you. I was-
around.
Oh, me
Yo,
too.
I just seen-
Especially
I
this
seen
city.
your post. I seen your post when you're like, I just fucking hate the MBTA. Yo, that is so fucking real. I've walked from my
Yeah,
house
bro, I don't
all the way
care.
down to fucking to Galley. I've walked from
Yeah.
Yo,
fucking,
bro, it's
Yeah.
funny that you say that because I was just gonna bring that
Yup,
up. Yo,
yup.
you can ask Jay, like, yo, every time we used to go to Galley, like as kids,
Yup, yup.
broke as shit, no money. We just was there for the vibes. We was like, yo, let's walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go
Something
to-
about crossing that
Nah,
Mass
real
Bridge.
shit.
You know what I mean? As a kid,
I
was
love
just-
crossing the bridge
Yep.
and shit,
It
you know,
feels
because
like
it's
the
like
shit.
you in the city. It's like
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
my city. It's my shit. I take walks all around, all down the Charles. I live like right here. I'm like, my mom, like, are you tired? I'm like, no.
Fuck that shit.
I'll walk to BU. It's like if it's a nice
right
day,
there.
I can walk, right through the Commons and just through, New Street and shit like that. That's it. And chill out, smoke it, this shit. That's why I plan my day around that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no
I'm gonna take an ill ass walk there. I'm gonna smoke 2 joints. I'm gonna get my freaking ramen. I'm gonna be like,
Yo, no bullshit.
That's why I be working. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go for a walk.
I really no bullshit, man.
Yo, Pete.
No bullshit.
Who you gonna shout out today?
Oh, bro, I just honestly, I was thinking about this. I gotta shout out anyone who works hard. I know A always shouts himself out for working hard, but that's just like anyone working hard and shit. I get it, it's tough out there. If you work even those, those waiting jobs where you gotta deal with people, deal with customers. I deal with customers a lot, so I'm like, and I still get the shit done. So it's like, all right, if I can deal with like these man children and shit like that, not for nothing.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, honestly, man, even like with your craft, just shout out anyone working hard and putting the hours and knowing that this is what you want to do and you're doing it to the best of your abilities.
Word.
Mike.
Yo, I'm gonna shout out the team as always. Pete A is not here, but he's here in spirit. It's always a pleasure to be able to do this with you guys time and time again. Yo, shout out Stone Capone.
That's
bro.
right.
Like,
Showing love for a while. We finally got him on.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
Ever since, that's what it is. If
Yo,
you're
you
showing
gotta-
love now, you could come on a year later. Because like you say,
Nah, you know, it's not even about that. To be honest with you, like I just really appreciate to see
Right.
like your journey, bro.
thank
and that's the
you.
other thing too. Like y'all grew up with each other
As a
and I
boy
love
and
that.
as a fan, bro. No bullshit.
real,
Like
thank you.
I'm excited to see the continued growth. Shout out my family, bro. Shout out everybody who's rocking with us, and last and not least, shout out God, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I gotta shout out that too. Put your homies on. Bring your homies. That's why I started. I'm like,
Real
I got a
shit.
lot of friends that do, they rap.
Hell yeah.
You got designs. I'd love to speak to them about that. It's like that's it. That's
real
almost.
shit.
I gotta shout out also anyone being organic with yourself.
for
Not even
real.
food, because that's some healthy shit. But
That's
even
good.
just being yourself, because in this world,
yeah.
it's a lot of fake motherfuckers.
Yeah, real shit.
Yo, Stone Capone, where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me on Instagram at Ghetto Boy Stone. I don't really I have Twitter and all that shit, but I don't really get on it. Yeah, I don't even want to tell people to go there. It's like, yo, this motherfucker don't post shit.
Yeah, that's not where you're gonna find the music.
Exactly.
And shit like that.
Ghetto Boy
No.
Stoned. You can find me Tidal, Spotify, everywhere. Stone Capone.
Coming soon to Say That playlist on it.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Say
We got
that
some
pod.
shit on.
You're gonna be on the Say That playlist.
Ooh,
Yeah, we got the play. We got that.
I'm about to be on my SoundCloud. I'm about to be a SoundCloud episode.
Yo, man, you know where y'all can find me, Mike.Sanchez. That is with 3 Z's, so y'all can stop sleeping.
I love that. I haven't heard that in a while.
Yo,
man,
But he don't rap.
First of all,
But I'm not a
follow the
rapper.
pod.
But I'm not a rapper, though.
Not a rapper though, at all.
Psych, that's the wrong Instagram.
But of course, y'all follow the pod. Say That podcast on YouTube. Hit us with a subscribe button. We on Apple. We on Spotify. IG is say_that_pod. Me, if you give a shit about me and actually want to still follow me, I appreciate it. But anyways, it's REPETE617. Of course, for the squad, and obviously going back to back like Shaq and Kobe. All right.
Squaw.
But with that being said, y'all probably remember at the start of the episode, but if y'all don't know now, y'all still should. Don't say this. Say that. Peace, y'all. Let's go. Thanks for coming.